All right. Good evening and welcome back to the PogCast. And now you are once again here with me, Brent.
Me, Waddler.
Kyril.
I'm the specialist, otherwise known as here from my last podcast.
Correct. And this time we actually have a special guest. Welcome, Mr. Cole.
Hey.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that's why I'm
We're,
on.
we're sorry we forced you here today.
Yeah. Sorry about
It's
this.
all right. Yeah.
Brent
I'll get
has
over
got
it.
to introduce Cole despite knowing nothing about him. So I guess I will go into a little bit more detail. He is my brother. Specifically, my...
Congratulations.
Thank you. More specifically, though, my twin brother. So
Damn.
Brent was
Yeah.
asking earlier about how old he is. He is the same age as me, because that is what it means to be a twin.
All right,
Your
but who's older?
profile pictures look similar.
Yeah, they do. We're
But
actually
I'm 2 out of
fraternal.
5 stars.
Oh, that's offensive, because mine's my
What?
face.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the joke.
That's
No.
not okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
wow.
actually,
Good
Cole
one.
being my twin leads nicely into my first talking point,
Oh,
if
sweet.
I
Let's
could
start it.
start
Abortion?
about that. So, I mean, that's not quite what I was going after, but I was the second born, so I'd be the one that was not planned. That is something
Nice.
about twins. One is always not planned.
Yep, and it was you.
That's how twins work, because they didn't plan on having
That
two
was
kids.
you.
You know,
God.
And I was the second
Like-
born, so
like,
it
how
kind
do
of
you-
is.
how do you determine that? How do you determine which one wasn't supposed to come out?
It's the one
Because
who
the
was-
first
who was
one
taken
came
out
out
last.
first.
Yeah,
Cole
I
came
was
out
faster.
first. I was
guess
inside-
that's true.
I was inside for longer, which means I was the one that was not. wanted.
Kyle,
I was
you
just shoved in the
fucking
back there.
mistake.
Wow.
Anyway,
Jumped in the back and saw your opportunity to leave.
Yeah.
my first talking point here is, what is the definition of twins? Because I've always considered it to be, if you were born on the same day as your brother, then you're his twin, right? But then I was talking to another set of twins, and they told me that they were more than 24 hours apart.
Okay, well, think about this. If your mom bangs two people, and they're both born on the same. No, if your dad bangs two different people, and they're born on the same day, does that make them both twins?
Whoa.
Oh shit, he's got a
That's
point, you know.
way too deep.
Damn.
Okay,
Damn.
I mean, actually.
so
No,
they are they
I think it's like
so they have to be from the same person, then, is what you're saying.
they have to be like from the same person. Like, think about it.
Or
You
animal.
said that they were 24 hours apart, so they just like not notice the other child in there.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm
Like-
having a hard time wrapping my head around it, because did the doctor take the one out? Did the doctor take the one out and be like, "Oh, my shift's over. I'll be back for the other tomorrow"?
Or like, was he like playing on his phone while he was doing that? Like, was he one hand,
For-
the other?
For
his face
over
looking-
24 hours? Like the
That's
mom's
a
laying-
long.
Just playing
the
some
mom
Subway
is laying
Surfers
there on the
while-
operating table for over a day, open.
It'd be really
No.
awkward if she
knows?
went into labor twice. Like,
That would be quite awkward.
if that happened to me, since I'm a boy, I would have a panic attack because I'm like, what the hell?
What is happening?
I was a
And it-
mother.
If you
Uh,
went into
eh.
labor twice, are they even still twins?
No, I think I'm just a whore.
That's
I-
2 separate pregnancies.
Well, then yeah, that would. Fuck, I think there's like multiple. Shit.
I think they
there's
have to be
multiple
like
attributes
born in the
that could
same
go
session.
So I looked
The
it. I
same
looked it up.
session.
I looked it up.
Research
The
here.
dictionary term for twin: one of 2 children or animals born at the same birth.
At the
Okay.
same birth.
So it
Okay.
doesn't
So
matter
the
how
same-
long the birth is, as long
The
as it's in
birth-
the same session.
But
The birth
yeah,
could
so that's why I
last a
said if
year.
it's the same session. So like
It's the same session.
a 24-hour period, the start of a new session, as they
I
would say.
If there's
I
if
think
there's
the
if it's
session is the
one
full duration.
continuous one
Yeah. Yeah, I
think
continuous
that's the
labor
fornication
or
is
whatever,
the
then
session.
it's the same session.
Isn't it?
Jeez, that's rough.
That's a bad
I-
time.
I don't
So-
know about the believability of that, to be fully honest, though, because that seems kind of crazy to me.
What does that?
Yeah, well, good for
People are
topic,
born in the
Kyle.
same session.
No, that.
Okay,
that the-
okay.
the
I regret
mother-
saying
the mother
session. I
was-
regret saying session.
that the mother was in her session for over 24 hours.
Oh my god, that wouldn't be fun.
That would not be fun.
24 hours of just like pushing children out of your vagina.
Well, I'd imagine
I think
she'd
I
be
know-
dormant for
guys.
most of that.
I feel like I know what the podcast is about now.
We just
You got the-
What the hell?
Yes, welcome to the podcast.
childbirth.
so-
That is what the podcast
Yeah.
is about. Childbirth.
This is
Yeah,
all
this
to help young mothers.
we exclusively educate people on the birthing of children.
Educate
Alright.
my ass. You mean? Education going on. Have you seen the thumbnail of our first one?
Hey! I made that with perfection.
Cole is new here. We can make him believe whatever we want.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm just glad he hasn't heard the first podcast before joining this one.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
same,
gonna
same.
say.
I feel like
You
that
know
really
what?
helped
Why are we
get
saying the
a
exact same
yes.
things? Is that what every podcast?
It's the same
What I
podcast
do.
on a
It's
loop.
the same podcast.
No,
We have the same
actually,
script.
Let's talk about
there
twins.
was a lot more hentai in the last one.
Correct.
Ah, I missed it.
Oh no, he's already
Dang
in.
it.
Oh, God.
Out of
Oh,
all the
God.
podcasts, I missed the best one, which was the
Out of all of
The
them, this is
only
the
one.
second one. It's not even out.
Remember what they say. This was never
I
as
just
good as the
remember-
original.
That's true.
All right. Well, we've been talking about this for about like 6 minutes now. Let's move on.
A whole 6 minutes. Damn.
A whole
Okay,
6
Okay,
minutes.
okay.
Let's move on to our next
So,
topic here.
Do
Who's
you
up
want
next?
a really deep question?
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay.
All our questions are
Is
deep.
it
Did you
about
take
a
a shit
hole?
after or
Oh
before
my
a shower? This was in the little chat there.
It
It was.
And so like I said before, I said we take it before because when you're in the shower, you can wash away the sadness.
I know, I read that.
So
You can
I'm
wash
curious,
away the
what do you
sadness.
guys think?
I feel it like I can't.
What's the
remember
order of
what it feels
operations?
like to take a shit
There is no
after.
correlation.
The order of operations is obviously shit first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
it
shit
okay.
feels
afterwards,
more
it's
gross.
it's just
So-
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
What do you think, Ethan?
after would just be kind of gross,
Yeah.
honestly.
Because
It's
then
like
you have your
emptying
you have your
yourself
wet
again.
butt hitting the freaking.
Okay, you don't have to say but. Not PG.
Alright. You're talking about not PG. Want to
I
listen
mean-
to the entirety of our last one?
Just okay. We can mute Ethan. It's okay.
What? Why
I'd
me?
towel off. I'd towel off first. Like you're talking like straight out of the shower, just right out of the shower onto the toilet.
Jamie said it would like slide out easier. I think.
Do you think
He did.
I think he did say
It
that.
he said, and I quote, "Just hits different, just slides right out."
Excellent quote there.
Wait, who said that?
Jamie, the unofficial background member of the
He was
Yeah,
supposed to be
Ja-
part of the
No,
podcast
one of the people
until-
who was supposed to join the Poggerator in the cast, but decided last minute not
Not too
to.
busy finger popping each other's assholes with another kid in the server.
Hey, this is PG. What do we do?
Who was it? I think it was
No,
Connor,
I'm
wasn't it?
allowed.
I thought this
He
was-
just
oh,
said no
okay.
PG. No, we have to keep it PG to me.
No,
and then I
I'm
went to
allowed.
you did that.
I have a
What was
special
even the
role that
topic we were
enables me
talking
to.
about? Oh, shitting after the
Shitting.
shower. Right.
Shitting
Yeah,
after
yeah.
or before the shower.
Carl.
It has no correlation for me.
Do you think there's like people
I
out
really-
there that need to?
What do you shit
before
in
they
the shower?
Okay,
Let
no,
Ethan talk.
I
Let's move
actually
on
know
from
that
this.
people do in fact do that because I have seen videos on
Okay,
YouTube
no,
about
that's
Reddit.
enough. That's enough.
Ethan,
No,
oh,
I'm talking
no,
about
no.
Reddit, damn it.
Okay, yep, that's enough. That's enough. Just gonna.
How dare you? How dare you mute me? I feel offended.
I don't need the backstory of people doing it.
That's
know?
I've just seen Reddit videos. That's all I know.
What kind of Reddit did you look at, bro?
Red flags in relationships.
Yes, that is a red flag.
If the person you're with shits in the shower, that's a red
You know,
flag.
what other red flags in a relationship are there? What do you think?
Yeah. What
Damn.
other red flags are there?
I mean,
Ooh.
Oh, so we just have that little dating experience that no one taught.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, let's be honest here. Okay, I know Ethan has, but Kyle, have you ever had a girlfriend?
Ethan, your right hand does not count.
what about my left
What?
one?
I have once.
Amazing. Did you notice any red flags?
Well, I mean, it depends on how
No.
serious you want to be because
she
Okay,
was
well, like,
disabled.
she
your
wasn't-
own standards.
she
So-
wasn't putting in any effort. Like
Mm.
it was like talking to a wall.
Kyle, this is for a different podcast here.
Exactly. Well, I think, like, I-
Rated
what-
R to talking about relationship advice. Perfect.
we talked about childbirth and then like.
What-
Yeah, you know what? If we can make fun
And
of
now
it,
it's
it will
like-
work.
The depressed cast.
Hey, that is literally this.
No.
What
Remember,
What
Honestly,
answer
we're
did
calling
they
this-
want? What
we're
answer do
calling
you
this
want
the-
from me? Because
calling
that was
this
definitely a
one
serious
the-
question that was just asked, so I gave a serious answer.
Okay, yeah, but like
we didn't have to go
shitting
there
while
right away.
showering is not a serious
Yeah,
answer,
we-
but it's still a red flag. Like you think only a psychopath would.
Would shit in the shower.
Yes.
True. Well, my my
Yeah, I
girlfriend
think we
didn't-
looked into it.
my
too
girlfriend
deep.
didn't do anything like that. That's she wasn't a psychopath.
Well, Kyle, how do you know?
Did you watch?
Were you in the
Did I
shower?
Kyle,
watch?
what?
Okay, there's a red
What
flag right
show
there. If you
you
if you
shared
watch
post?
them in the shower.
I would have said if you watched them
Oh.
take a shit, but that's kind of weird.
Either or
You have
One
to-
or the other.
or both.
There's some people
Anyway.
out there that like go to the bathroom together. And I
They're probably.
How
are.
would that work together?
Well,
There's
you know, like-
usually only
like-
one toilet.
So if you get
Sound
two
one, two,
toilets, would they be like right
but there's
across
two
from each other?
but females sit down.
Like would they be like next to each other?
Oh my!
Females sit down, so they just
The
spread
No,
their legs
Ethan.
out.
The male-
No,
Ethan,
Ethan, I did not need to
God.
picture that.
You
What did
asked.
he say?
You asked. Look at that. That's
Yeah,
That's
I
what
said,
it is.
how would they go to the bathroom together? Because there's only one toilet. And then Ethan said, well, females sit down and
No,
males stand
no.
up.
No,
Oh.
No,
they're both
no,
taking
no.
a shit. That's why I suggested two toilets facing each other. There you go. Shit with your friend.
back in the old times, that's how it was. It was just a giant room with like, what,
Okay,
like
back in the
20
old
different-
times, like a family of like 15 shared one outhouse and a forest. So you know.
Yeah,
Wasn't
but
it-
back
no, I
in
thought
the...
it was like buckets, and then they dumped it out the window onto the streets.
That's true, actually.
do that
Oh,
still.
That's what.
no, the
Shakespeare did.
outhouse was it went into the moat. They don't just throw it onto the
Dude,
streets.
I think there are
No, that would
actual...
cause some serious casualties.
No, dude, there are pictures. There are actual like drawings from like the 17th century.
Pictures.
Okay,
Pictures. of
that was
the-
not a common practice because there were public outhouses that led
Bro,
down
like,
into the moat.
I think they used the same toilet water as the water they used to wash their clothes, and then once they were
There's
finished
no
washing
way.
their clothes, they'd throw it out their windows.
There's no
I
way.
just-
I think they would wash their clothes before they washed their ass.
That
I
makes
would
sense,
hope
actually.
so. I would hope so.
Like,
I hope there'd be a
We'd
reverse
have
order
some
on that.
problems if they.
no
did it
one.
the other
I
way
would
around.
just. I wouldn't just take a shit. And, like look at the toilet water. Like, oh, that's delicious. You know.
I don't
like,
think
and
anyone.
And they wash their clothes with
That's
it.
a different topic, man. That's.
And, like make a soup out of it. Like boil my spaghetti. I wouldn't do that.
I mean-
Ew.
Or would I wash my clothes because then they'd be smeared with it?
Oh my
So,
god.
you know, you gotta think about
Yeah, that's a good point. I've been doing it all wrong.
it. All right, that's enough from our special guest.
Okay.
Anyway, let's
Gotta be
move on. All right. Well, Kyle, didn't you have something? Oh my god.
God, I don't
Here's
want
a
to
picture
start.
for ya.
Oh no. Okay,
That's-
Kyle, let's move
Don't
on
even
to your
see this
move
on
on
the
to your
podcast.
next thing.
Why'd you have to look
Okay.
that up?
I
Am
can't
I-
delete it.
Am
Nobody
I
can
on
even
to
see
my?
this
But I
photo on
can.
Spotify
Gone.
either.
Am I on to my next point then?
Yeah,
my next
just
talking
go.
point.
Just go.
Okay, I wanted to ask a question here.
I can answer it.
Okay, that's good. How is everyone's memory? I'm saying this because
Very good. I remember everything.
I am genuinely concerned about my own memory because I'm pretty forgetful.
Okay.
So
it was a very sad time this afternoon.
yeah, so I got a couple examples here. The first example just happened this afternoon. I was playing Phasmophobia with Ethan and Brent. They were both there for this. And I said, okay, I will be right back. I am just going to grab a glass of water. And I was looking at an empty glass of water to my immediate right. And I was like, I'm thirsty. So I grabbed that water and I left my room and I walked downstairs and I made it to the kitchen. And then I thought, why am I here? And then I saw the glass in my hand. I'm like, oh, right. I was putting this in the sink because it's a dirty glass. So I put the glass in the sink. And I'm like, well, now what do I do? I'm like, oh, I need to vacuum my room. So
Oh my god.
I came back up the stairs.
Wait, Kyle. Do you remember
Yeah?
how this started? I have a question for all of you. How is your
Oh.
memory? Well, my
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah, you didn't let us answer.
Yeah, we
Right.
Okay,
mean-
we've confirmed it.
I'm, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but you'll get a chance to answer the question once I've done my story.
Okay.
So
I
you
came
are
back up here
vacuuming.
Let's hear about vacuuming.
and I started vacuuming, and my microphone was still on, so Ethan and Brent could hear me
You were
vacuuming my
so
room.
confused. You're just
And
like,
I-
why
Like,
is he
why the
vacuuming?
hell is there a vacuum?
And I could faintly hear their voices, but I didn't remember that I was on a call with them. So I'm just like, oh, what's that noise? And then I just continued vacuuming. And then I ate dinner, and then I came back up here. I'm like, oh, hey guys, I got my water.
Like
So,
Yeah, that was
an
actually a
hour
pretty good
later.
story.
yeah, like a full hour later. So, how is everyone's memory? Ansel, I heard you
Well,
say that
better
your
than
memory is
yours.
very good, better
Yes,
than yours.
yes. When I'm on YouTube and I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to watch this thing. I end up finished watching my video, which is about 5 seconds left, and then I just can't remember what I was gonna do.
Nice.
You know, my mom sent me downstairs to get a ketchup. I didn't make it halfway down the stairs. I'm like, why the hell am I here?
Bro,
I
that happens
sit
all the
down
time.
with my philosopher glasses. You know, I just think. I'm like, what am I doing?
So,
I
so
need
then
to get a job. Where am I going to school? Like, what year is it? 2016?
Bruh.
COVID?
That's
So
a good thinking
I'm
What is
sensing
that?
a level of sarcasm
Serious?
from earlier when you said your memory was very good now.
Oh
Am I
no,
right to
no,
pick
it
that
is,
up?
it is very.
Oh,
I
it is
remember a lot
very
of
good.
things
Okay.
Brent tells me. I remember a lot of bad things that people tell me. Like I don't know why, but I can remember a lot of embarrassing things.
I feel like that's the same with everyone.
You can remember a lot of embarrassing things from people.
I can't remember a lot of like what's going on, but like I do remember a lot of like other stuff, like
It's
the
things
stock
you
market,
want
for
to
example.
forget.
Yeah, it's the things you want to forget that you remember the most. It's very
Yeah.
upsetting.
Yeah, I want to forget the
What?
podcast.
Honestly,
That's
Ooh.
fair. That's fair.
I had to create a reminder bot on the Discord server, so we would remember that the podcast is.
I remembered.
I think we
Wait,
all
it's
like,
remembered
what?
except for Kyle.
That was wait. What do you mean? I remembered when the podcast was, or did I miss one?
Oh, no,
This
you
one.
didn't.
This is the
this
second
This is the
episode.
third episode.
This is the third.
Oh no!
We've had like 5 episodes by now.
My memory is so bad. I could have been involved in the other 5, and I wouldn't even remember. But I didn't realize that was a bot. I thought that was a serious reminder from like Ethan, telling us the podcast was now.
Oh, it was the reminder bot,
Oh.
just didn't work.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it wasn't.
I was
posted,
just checking
it posted
now.
the
It wasn't
time
good.
and shit.
Why'd
But
you
it
write
didn't
down the
remind
podcast? You could have just said
no,
the
it's like, yo,
podcast.
what's the description of this? So I'm like, the podcast.
Oh, what's the podcast? What does that sound like?
I have no idea.
If we just called it PogCast, they'd never be able to figure out what it
No.
was.
We We just wouldn't know. We'd look at him like, what the hell are we doing today?
What is this?
Wait, what is the PogCast?
I think it's a song we're making.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
yes!
a bunch of dipshits.
Giraffe and Waddler.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Wait, so what-
and-
wait,
So
what
speaking of
topic were
bad
you on?
memory, speaking of bad memory, let's go back to our bad memory topic.
alright. Oh my
Anyone
god.
else want to
So-
discuss here? Some bad
So
memories?
after the first podcast, Kyle and I we stayed on the
Oh
call for a bit,
yes.
and we came up with some really good topics, like a couple. One of them was the twins
Hentai?
one. One of them was
Yeah.
the twins one. The other
There was
one
one before
we
the
just
twins one though.
completely forgot. We
It was
spent
a very good topic, we
spent, like,
promised.
a good 35 to 45 minutes backtracking on every single detail of what happened in the past 30 minutes to figure out what we were talking about. We could think of everything but the topic. Like that's not an exaggeration. We could think of everything but the topic. We still have
The
Oh
only
my
Chapter
god,
two.
I
It's called
remember.
memory loss.
I'm adopted. Oh no.
so
Wait,
what we
what?
have down.
Everything.
what we
Brett
have
just
down-
remembered he's adopted.
Oh shit.
This is completely unrelated. Brent has just recalled that he is adopted.
That wasn't even me who said that.
That was
Ansel.
me.
What? Oh, that was Ansel?
I do not
Man,
sound
I can't
like
believe you. I can't believe you don't recognize the difference between me and Ansel.
I'm
There's a
very
big
sorry,
difference.
I normally do.
Ren sounds like a bitch.
Fuck you.
Oh. Anyway, back to what
No,
Ethan
this
was
is
saying.
what happens when you know Ansel for too long.
All right, let's start a new topic. How about bad memory?
Okay.
Bad
memory.
we haven't done that one
Oh,
yet.
that
have we?
is a high tier move.
That is a high tier topic right there.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah, so going into
Wow.
it, so Kyle, earlier today, the water scenario, the glass of water.
Oh, yes, I was going
we
to
played
talk
this
about
bit
that.
for too long now. We played this bit for too long.
All right, so this is way off topic, but like completely off topic. There's no relation, but there's a way I like to mess with people. And so at the start of a week, I ask them, "Do you ever get that weird feeling of deja vu?" And so they respond their normal way, but then a week later, I say it again. And sometimes they make the weirdest face. It's hilarious.
What did you say? Oh, you asked me that last week.
You asked me that last week. Wow.
It's just it's the subtlest way of messing with people. Oh my
Speaking
God.
of messing
That's
with
crazy.
people, so this happened a couple weeks ago. I booted up my computer, right, to a
Okay.
very frustrating pop-up from Steam.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh.
And-
Oh man, we're talking about this.
And
We're talking
Ansel
about
has gifted me. We talked about this in the last podcast.
In the
He has
first
gifted me
podcast, this is
Oh,
an
this is a weird feeling of deja vu.
$39.99 Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition.
this. Hell yeah.
And I sat there for like a good 10 minutes, just like thinking everything over, like my life, you know, the choices I've
Wait,
made.
what?
And then finally, after those 10 minutes, he called me in frustration, telling me he couldn't talk to me over text because he needed to say this out loud.
Yeah, no, so I
So I
called
had
him. I called him. He's like, he hung up. He texted me. He's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, just tell me when you're ready to call. This is something I need to call to you about. And fucking, he's like, oh, okay. So he called me after dinner. And thank you, Kyle.
just
And,
giving some context here.
Okay, yeah, but why tell me when and not the audience? I feel like if people didn't see the first one and now they're on the second one,
That is
They're
a
just
fair
like,
point. All right,
they'd be
Just
just
little
as
thing.
confused.
Ethan hates the game just because me and
Oh,
Ansel.
hold up, hold up, hold up,
Ring,
hold
ding,
up,
ding, ding, ding,
hold
ding.
up. Just okay. Carl, you did not just say that Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition is a stupid name.
I'm
You
saying
did not
Ethan,
just say that.
I'm saying Ethan did not want it because he thinks it's a stupid name.
You're
I'm not
walking
saying
You're
I-
walking a thin line.
if it was a- if
You're
it
on
was
You're
a-
walking a thin line.
If it was a stupid, be called Kyle.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm a
That's why, he goes,
friend.
that's why he goes by Carl on the server.
Didn't I say Carl?
Yeah, I
I-
probably. I don't
I
know.
don't remember.
Oh.
I forget.
You
I'm
guys
also
ever
bad.
get that weird feeling of deja vu?
Oh my gosh. I'm also bad with names, so.
Staying on the topic of bad memory. You know?
Okay, we're going back. We're going back to that.
Okay, so let's.
We gotta stop
For
with
those
that.
who haven't seen the first podcast, basically, long
I don't
story
blame you if you
short,
don't.
Brent and Ansel were playing Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition. They told me to get the game. I said I wouldn't get it. I thought it was free and I still wouldn't get it. Little did I know it was $40. And then
Worse.
as the weeks went on, as the days went on, Ansel kept hinting that he was gonna get me Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition and force me to play because he gifted me this $40 game. And
Oh boy.
I've been scared of it, like for months on end, until one day I boot up my computer to see I was gifted Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition.
It was amazing. It was like 2 days.
I was
after.
actually so tempted to gift it to him
During
right
the
before
podcast.
Cyberpunk dropped.
Oh,
Right
that would've
before
been amazing.
Cyberpunk dropped.
You could see that conversation on my channel, youtube.com/Brent.
Okay, no one cares.
You Brent.
No self-promotion.
Yeah, no self-promotion. If you don't want self-promotion, you can go to my YouTube channel.
Wait, but I'm here to promote my podcast. I have
Oh.
That's not much better.
He
my,
does have a podcast.
yeah, but I only talk to myself.
Oh, it sounds like a fun time.
You're lonely.
Yeah. Hey, at
This is
least
the
I
part
have
where you
one consistent
actually
viewer.
promote it by saying its name.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, so I'm promoting it.
the very long penis podcast. What it's called.
Oh my god.
The incredibly large.
It's like, I'm gonna go to
penis podcast.
incognito mode for a second.
No, don't search that up. That's
No.
not what it's
Very.
called. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incognito mode isn't really private. Fuck you, I've asked.
Wait, what? It isn't?
Not
Whoa.
just like
No.
internet provider.
Oh well, I don't care what my internet providers.
Yeah,
do. They
Rogers
don't know
can see
me.
whatever I search up.
They don't personally know me.
They
They're
might
not gonna
send a
hold it
SWAT
against-
team, but you know,
What are you searching up?
Braille.
Braille. As seen from last time, that's his biggest.
You know,
His favorite porn
come to
category.
think of it, Ansel really isn't that
Tom.
forgetful. If he's
Right.
bringing up like 50 topics I forgot about from the last podcast.
Was that brought up in the last podcast?
Yes, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Get that weird feeling of deja vu.
Yeah, twins. That didn't really good.
Yeah,
We should talk about that.
Bro, fucking
Talk about forgetfulness.
Bro,
Alright.
Brent, Kyle, and I, we were like on the call like a couple hours ago.
Oh, man.
Alright.
This
I
is-
think we've beaten this horse to death.
We've been this horse
no,
all
no,
the
this is
way
actually
back.
something unrelated.
Oh,
it's
is it
unrelated?
really?
This is like
Okay,
genuinely
okay.
something unrelated.
You had
I
me
just remembered
fooled.
it because of
Nothing.
the call a couple hours ago. So, like we were just chatting. We were talking about the upcoming podcast in a couple hours, and we almost like did the entire podcast before the podcast started.
Oh my gosh.
Like we just
Yeah.
kept talking and we kept talking about our topics and shit, and we were like, okay, let's save this for the podcast. 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, little do you know, we're back talking about topics of the podcast, and that went on for so long until Kyle
had
just
to
had to
leave the
force
call.
himself to leave the call.
Yeah,
He's just
Kyle,
like, you know,
Kyle just forced himself
he
to
didn't
leave.
even say bye. He's just like, no, I have to get out of here. Just-
I was not listening.
Nice.
I was busy. I was busy with an
You know what?
important thing.
You know what? It doesn't
Barely.
matter. It doesn't matter.
I was just like hinting at a topic, like, hey, that kind of relates to my topic, and then Ethan was like, hey, that relates to my topic, and then he accidentally said his topic, and then I said my topic, and then it's
But
like,
that
oh,
relates
geez.
to my topic because what you two are showing is that you have smooth brains.
Oh, I just
So
learned that definition.
here we go.
Oh, geez.
Because
On the
when it has
left, we
folds, the
have
brain has more
a
mass.
chicken breast, also known as a koala brain, which is what you guys have. And on the right, it's actually 5 times larger. I'm very smart. It's my
What?
brain. It's very old and knowledgeable.
Old and
It looks like
not
it looks like a
nice
prune.
flex. You're an old brain.
I really love how a koala brain really looks like a non-boiled chicken breast.
Looks like a gooey, drippy chicken.
It's because koalas are
Ah,
so stupid.
Yeah, like did you guys know that if you gave a koala a plate full of what's it called, like
Eucalyptus
something
leaves. They
eucalyptus
won't eat
leaves,
it.
they will not eat it. They will stare at it in awe, but they will not eat it because they don't recognize that it's eucalyptus leaves, which they use to eat.
Because
They
it's
can
on a
only
plate.
they
Because
only
it's on a
recognize it if
Because
it's
they don't
on a
recognize it if
plant.
it's- Yeah, they don't
On a
recognize it if it's
tree
not
or
on a
whatever.
plant.
Really?
Ah.
I didn't know that.
so
Wow.
so this is an informational podcast.
We're changing the
Ah.
topic. We're changing
Yeah,
the
but no,
categories
no.
every 5 seconds.
You know what? You know other thing I really hate?
What?
Sloth brains.
What
Oh.
the heck is
See,
that?
okay, so you know
Why is
why
it
I
like
hate
white?
sloths?
That looks
See,
infected.
what they do- They're so stupid. So they
You know a
climb
lot
up a
about
tree.
animals.
They climb up a tree. They realize they have to take a shit. They take a week to get down the tree, take a shit, and realize, oh wait, I'm on the ground. They usually die in this phase, but if they don't,
No
they
way.
take a week getting back up the tree, just to realize that they have to take a shit again. Why they don't just
Wow.
shit from up in the tree? Because their brains look like this. It looks like an infected chicken.
You're so
It's-
angry
It looks like a
about
stuffed
this.
pillow.
Sloths are.
What just happened?
Everyone just went silent.
Sloths got him. He couldn't finish.
That's what like sloths are. Then nothing.
Nothing.
Did I cut out?
Yeah.
you did.
Maybe.
Oh, well, they're fucking retarded.
So passionate about the intelligence of sloths.
I just hate a lot of things.
He's passionate about a lot of weird things.
Yeah.
I am.
He is. Anyways.
You know what I'm passionate about?
What are you passionate about?
Actually, you know what? No.
Say it.
no.
Oh, okay.
I
Save
am
it-
I am
save it for-
passionate about going against society because society wants you to think that sour cream is sour. It's not sour. Sour cream is not
Yeah,
sour.
I know. They keep pushing that
Boys,
They-
everywhere I go. Sour cream, is sour.
mayonnaise is
You know
spicy.
what I also hate?
We're not giving up.
I hate people who think peppermint is spicy.
Hey, yo, no, peppermint's not, but
Well,
mayonnaise.
mint is a
Holy
spice. That's
shit,
what-
man.
But mayonnaise,
is
bro.
So spicy.
So,
I know you're making a joke, but it's still hurting.
Like, ghost pepper who? Mayonnaise is where it's at.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
There's a lot of things in this world that just.
I just wish that there was a less spicy alternative to milk.
What is the cow eating? What are they
eating mayonnaise.
eating? Jeez.
He's eating mayonnaise. That's what he's eating.
Yes,
No,
man.
you know the cartoons where it's like someone like milks a cow so fast they like light on fire. That's how
Yeah.
you get spicy milk.
Oh, I see. Just the
Make
speed
sense.
at which you milk them.
Yeah.
I am speed.
You know, cartoons are actually a source of vast knowledge.
Are they?
You know,
Are you about to-
Popeye?
Are you about to go off on that Rick and Morty intellectual
Rick and Morty fans are
You
actual
don't understand
lobotomites.
it. You don't understand.
Okay, so you know how I said you guys with a smooth brain here? Yeah, Rick
Yeah.
and Morty fans have no brain. There's nothing there. It's just a walnut.
Hey, yo, what if some of our podcast listeners are Rick and Morty
Fuck
fans?
you guys.
He hates you just like he hates the British.
Oh, geez, you can't say that. We can't say that. That's
We
not
can't
allowed.
say what.
You can't say that you hate the British. That's a large
Oh,
demographic
what did
of
you
our
just
audience.
say? What did you just say? I know what you said. You said we hate the British.
I said you hate the British.
I do.
That could be 8 of our 16 viewers
Okay.
right there.
That's half of our
Before these
They know what they did. They know what they did.
viewers leave, elaborate on why you hate the British. like what specifically?
They're the cause of all my problems. Every time I try to sleep, there's this British guy in my room. He just insults me. He calls me a wanker. They're the whole reason. They colonize these places, so that means I exist. That kind of hurts me. Like
It sounds like this more stems from a self-hatred here.
I took that personally.
No, there's someone in his room. That's the real issue here. Why are we?
It's not a general hatred of the British, it's the hatred of this one guy in his room that just so happens to be British.
It's not the
Everyone know
British
British
themselves.
That's why he despises Ethan.
It's not the British as a
Don't
general
say in it.
population.
It's crazy, bruv.
It's
They say-
Tuesday, isn't
they
it?
say, "Take me to-"
Tuesday, innit?
They
Oh
say
no,
hospital.
they gotta get the Bobby on us.
Take me to hospital.
That's kind of cringe, isn't it, bruv?
Yeah, you know, that's what they say.
Amazing.
Wait, what is
Alright,
That's once, and I'll say it again. Offense to all the British people.
He means everything he says.
because of the one British guy in your room.
Because
Yeah,
the
that-
one British.
Fuck them.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Alright, I feel like we should move on.
It's time to move on.
Alright.
Anyone have something they wanna talk about?
Wow. Well, Ethan or Ansel, do you guys have
Do
anything?
you have a
good?
wet
Oh
dream
my
and a
God.
coma?
You guys set up you set up two things to talk about. We're like, okay, that should be enough
hey,
for an hour.
I went through my 2 talking
You know,
points
I'm pretty
already.
sure
We were all
everyone was supposed to have at least 2 topics.
I have 3.
I have
Honestly, we all have at least 2 topics, but we only really needed one because those 3 topics itself just lasted us for about
Brent,
40 minutes.
Brent,
but
why
we
don't you
still
give
have
us
like
a
another
topic?
20 minutes left before.
Oh,
Wow,
good
I go.
God.
Wait, are you
I've
going on
done
iPhone
my
next?
2 topics.
Well,
Okay,
I still
Brent
haven't
and
done
wait.
Cole. You
Ah.
guys need to give us some topics.
Okay, I'll give you a topic. So I don't know
Brent
how
and then
many,
Cole.
I don't know
Alright.
Cole
how
is
many.
pardoned. He doesn't have anything prepared. He's their special guest.
Yeah, I was
Well, no,
expecting that.
you have to carry us.
Okay,
Okay, yeah,
continue.
yeah, I got you.
We can't keep this
I-
boat
If
afloat.
you can make
I
a
have lots of
podcast
things
all
to
by
talk about.
yourself, you can carry a podcast of us 4.
Yeah, but my podcast was just all like stand-up comedy, but
So-
there's no laugh track, there's no audience.
Congratulations, we're stand-up comedy, but we're missing the comedy.
Exactly.
Are we?
And
are
we're
we
also all
standing
sitting
up?
Just
down.
stand up.
I was
We're
gonna
all
say
sitting down. We
we're
have
stand-up
Yeah.
comedy, but we're missing the comedy, and we're not standing.
The sit down
Yeah,
depression.
and we're not up.
It's
It's sit down
Oh.
depression.
Man,
All
oh,
right.
man. So,
All right. Well,
why did my
let me-
podcast fail?
Brent's gonna give us a
Go ahead.
topic.
All right. No,
Yeah,
I don't know how many months ago this is. I'm gonna say probably about 3 or 4. This is around.
Oh, I was guessing 3.
Okay, thank
I
you.
was guessing 4.
This was right
I was
around
guessing, like,
when I
5.
met Kyle. God
Shut
damn
up,
it,
Ethan.
Kyle.
everyone, let Fred talk. We gotta get on with our points.
This was
Actually,
around
more like
when I first.
5.5.
I hate you.
Okay, continue.
Okay. This is when I first.
Guys, let Brent talk.
Okay, so.
Honestly,
this is
guys,
when
just let Brent talk.
I really hate what's happening here. I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right, you can actually let me talk this time.
Yeah.
Yes, we're done.
Okay. Well,
I'm
this is when
finished.
Go
I
ahead.
first. Okay. All right. So this is when I first met Kyle, and this is a long time ago, about 3-4 months. And after we were done playing our game, which was Rogue Company, me and him stayed on a call afterwards. We started talking about how in the future, all the classes other than upper class are absolutely screwed, and how middle class is going to get smaller and smaller until it's just going to be nothing but people who own tents.
Division of wealth. That's
I
what
thought
I'm
you were
saying.
gonna say what makes you a criminal.
In 2077,
It's already been,
what makes
that's
you?
We already
already
covered
been
that.
said.
I know, but like, you ever
Getting
get that weird feeling of deja vu?
Yeah, childbirth. Okay.
We should talk about that later in this podcast.
I know what we're doing.
Oh my fucking god. Most of our viewers are gone by now.
Yeah.
you acting like we had viewers in the first.
I'm talking about me.
What? Oh yeah.
Talk about me when I watch it back.
Talk about me when I'm
No.
editing it.
Alright, well, yeah.
What was the topic?
We're talking about tents.
Division of wealth here. This is
Yeah,
a
I bet-
topic I completely agree with.
And so then me and Kyle were talking. I said, man, I know I'm not going to be upper class, so my goal is just have the best ass tent that there ever has been. With
Okay,
one-
Yeah,
okay,
what's
okay.
that?
I have an idea. Communist revolution.
Oh yeah.
That the reason why I think that's such a great idea is that communism always works out for everyone.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's never once failed.
It's just a very mutually beneficial form of gogoverning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, Ansel is very passionate about this. He had a 15-minute presentation, 8-minute presentation in English class about why we should bring communism back.
No way.
I also had a presentation.
How'd that go?
How would you not
Don't worry
fail
about that part. But in
must
civics
have failed.
class, we did this. It was like a little role play for government, and
Oh,
so
that's
I
it,
was
yeah.
actually the leader of the Communist Party, and so we were playing like
How
the
did that
Soviet
go?
anthem while I walked up to the stage and gave a communist speech.
Were you arrested?
Actually, no, I think he was elected,
You
right?
guys to think about it
No, I actually made it into parliament.
in real life, or
You
just
made
in
it
this
in.
scenario, this like pretend
Wait, we have a
situation.
member of parliament on the podcast.
A member of the Parliament for
Don't research
Communism
that.
in Canada.
Yeah, and he's on the. We should have been talking about this the whole time. We had a member of the Communist Party here the whole time, and we asked him no questions.
So,
All right, ask me questions. Go ahead. I'm open.
So what's
What's
your
your
grand
favorite food?
scheme after you establish communism?
My grand scheme?
Yes.
I don't know. Fuck bitches.
Oh, I'm in.
Okay. I am.
No. There's a saying I live by.
eat shit and
Smoke
die.
grass, eat ass, drive fast, and that's what I live by.
I thought it was eat
Yeah,
shit and
that's-
die.
No,
Well, you just-
That's
you
I
just-
don't live by that. I tell people that.
Well, you're all just quoting the Bible, so.
I wrote the Bible. I have a
I meant
PhD.
Quran. I meant Quran.
He does have a PhD. He's
we-
mentioned it many
Muslim
times.
audience
He
is
doesn't. He
gone.
doesn't
Bro,
ever tell what his PhD is in.
He
but
just says he has a PhD, and he sent me a photo of his
PhD.
PhD, and it's just a PhD of PhD. I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
PhD. I have a PhD in PhD, so therefore.
I have
I
a
would.
PhD myself.
Shut up,
pretty-
no,
I
you
do
don't.
have
A pretty
PhD,
huge
except
dick.
for bullshit. Oh my god.
You wish.
Whoa.
I have a PSD.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
A pretty small.
Oh,
I have AIDS.
oh, I forgot the T in PTSD. PSD doesn't work for that. My bad.
Speaking of which, bad memories.
That's different. That's just stupidity right there. That's not bad memory. I'm just dumb.
I mean, it's not mutually exclusive.
Yes.
Yes? No.
Yes.
No.
That's all you have to add to
Pretty
that.
dumb.
All right.
Wait, what
All
happened? what just
I have a
happened there?
PhD.
Did everyone have a stroke?
I
I
think
don't-
it's time
I
to
don't
move the
even know.
conversation along.
I agree.
When
so
everyone has a
therefore-
stroke, that's when we should
So
move it
who
forward.
has more topics? Ethan has
I
a topic.
have to.
Oh
I
god,
do.
I hate it.
So
I hate it.
Ethan,
I already
speak your
hate it.
mind.
this was gonna be the last topic, so we didn't scare Cole away. But
Okay.
we may as well bring it up now.
We have to do more. Oh,
Can
Play it.
can
Play it,
hermaphrodites
you're gonna say it.
masturbate with their penis and their vagina?
I don't know what that is. Isn't that a Greek deity?
Ethan, guess what?
Aphrodite?
Quiet with you.
Fuck's sake. Yo,
God.
I'm the one recording the podcast. You can't disconnect me.
No,
You
that's a
forget
Greek
this.
god.
I am also recording the podcast.
That's true. We'll probably use yours because I've had like a notification come up like mid fucking podcast and shit.
Well, yeah,
What
but
was it
a lot of
for?
Brent's recordings just turn. Well, actually, no. Green
But we're
screen
not
doesn't matter
recording a-
because we always
a
get the
game.
audio,
No, I'm
right?
not recording you using AMD. I'm using OBS.
Oh, yeah.
We like OBS. I use
do like
Streamlabs
OBS.
myself.
OBS is pretty dope.
I use the Roblox in-game video recorder.
He does.
For everything.
Ah,
So he just has to have Roblox open all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Which isn't too hard. It's his favorite game.
When was my
Amazing.
last? When was my last video?
Your last video was about, I believe, 6 years ago.
6 years ago. All right, it's time to make a comeback.
Also, I find it really.
Part
He
2.
promised,
Been
he
waiting.
promised his viewers.
Okay,
that he
who
would
told
make
them of the part 2?
Ethan told me of the part 2. Should I bring this
did
up, being that I have the
No,
least
Brent
knowledge
must
on it?
have. Brent must have. Because I had no idea
Oh.
about it till Brent
wait,
told
we all
me.
just totally missed the question there. There's
Yeah.
a really
Well,
intriguing question about
it
it.
What
was-
was the
Can
question?
hermaphrodites
Oh,
masturbate
Ethan's
with
question.
their penis and vagina?
Moving on. I,
Okay, so
Brent
my
was
last
talking
video was
about-
actually 1 year ago, and before that was 6 years ago. Oh,
Yeah.
What's
this
a
video has closed captions.
that it was a Roblox video, and
I
you
didn't
promised
see.
your viewers a part 2,
Ah.
and it's
And
been
then it
6
never
years,
happened.
and you still haven't delivered that part 2. But now,
My excuse was actually I went on a camping trip. So
a camping trip for 6 years.
yeah, the
No, you
people
were
think
in the
I'm
shower.
lost.
You were in the shower.
No, 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 no.
What? In the
His excuse
wilderness?
was he was going on a camping.
No,
trip.
I said I was going
In
camping.
the
That's-
shower on
Oh.
a camping trip
you know,
for
actually,
6 years. Oh
Hey, guys.
boy.
Brent's. I actually forgot Brent's name for a second. Someone just subscribed to me. Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
Brent and I tried to actually find the game. That was
We
in
did.
that. But we had no luck so far. So.
Well, I mean,
We might just
I
play a
assume
completely
60
separate game and call it part 2.
I mean, that might be
I don't
the
think they'd notice. No one would notice. Do like Call of Duty instead of Crunker. No one, or I mean, not Crunker, Roblox. No one will notice.
Crunker.
I got Crunker on the brain.
What's Crunker?
You've never played Crunker? Oh,
Wait,
you
that
could do
sounds
that for your
song.
part 2.
That sounds like Grinder, which is like a
You
game
could do-
builder.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's
Crunker.
not like I can assure you.
Sounds
It's
Sounds like
not
a
sorry
gay
they found
dancing app.
Crunker's like Roblox, so it actually could pass as a part 2.
Why not just play Roblox?
Well, I mean, you were the one that agreed to play Call of Duty for part 2.
Did I?
Well,
I don't
mean,
know.
it's free
Did I?
right
Yeah.
now. You may as well.
Hey, we should talk about bad memory.
We should.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my-
For fuck's sake, you've dragged
That'll
this
never
out
get
so
old,
much.
man.
You ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Haha.
Yes. That's how it's done.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So back
Yeah,
to the
what-
question:
Yeah.
Can hermaphrodites masturbate?
We're moving
No.
on.
Ethan, quiet with you.
Bro, this is my
I'll send you
second-
to the ranch dimension.
Yeah, that was your last. That was the ending.
This
question.
is your last
That's how
warning.
you were gonna end
Oh,
the
boy.
podcast.
Well, it's so we
That's
didn't
gonna
scare
end it
you
with
away.
that.
It's so we didn't.
That's gonna
scare
leave
you
a
away.
bitter taste in everyone's mouth.
Well,
I mean,
I know what
It's
else
so
will leave a
difficult
bitter
for you to
taste
make
in
it.
someone's
Oh,
mouth.
okay.
Yuck.
Oh, hermaphrodite.
I think
that's
that's
that's not very
Asshole.
appealing, is it? Is that a
Asshole.
self
Shut the
roast?
fuck
Is
up.
that a self burn?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
I think one of my least favorite things about Ethan's question is the fact that I knew about it about a week ago when he typed it in as one of his topics.
Oh yeah, I
My
put it
least
in-
favorite
I
thing
put it in
about
my chat.
His personality.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Damn.
So basically,
You're right.
I was writing down my
Uranus Mountain.
You know, I clicked on Discord and I just see the video thumbnail saying Uranus. From the
It's
special
Uranus
YouTube.
Mountain. It's on my
Uranus
YouTube.
Mountain.
Well, it's unlisted.
Wasn't that your
I have a
tech
whole bunch
project?
of videos from school that are unlisted.
Wasn't
on
that
my,
your tech
on my
project?
account.
Well, that was one of them. My final tech project. I'll send you a link.
Okie dokie.
Is it the brother I have? Yeah, the brother I am
Brother, I am
pinned here.
Fuck
What's
is
with all the graphics? It looks like. they're
Oh,
from,
this
like,
was made in a
PS2.
blender.
Okay.
What?
Wasn't it made in
Care to elaborate?
in
No.
3DS?
It was made in 3ds
Yeah,
Max.
3DS. Because that's what the school uses.
Yes.
3DS, like the Nintendo console.
Of course.
Okay, you know what? I used to have an old DS. It was a DS Lite, I think it was.
The original DS Lite.
A DS Lite.
I
And
still
so-
have the original
Wow.
DS.
And so
I
my brother
have the
also had
2DS.
one. My brother has one. I'm holding it right now. It's broken to shit, of course.
Have you been
my brother
holding it
takes
this
no
whole
care
time?
of it.
I know. I noticed that too. I was like,
Where'd
So
you get it
mine
from?
was an awesome silver.
You just pull it out.
And so one day my brother said, "Hey, let me borrow your DS for a day."
Oh no.
What happened?
That was over 7 years ago.
But it's your brother. He lives in the
I
same house
have
as you.
never seen that silver DS since.
Didn't you just ask him at the end of the day, like, where is it?
I did.
And what, did he just ignore you completely or what?
Yeah.
he said there was no DS.
What are you
He
talking
actually,
about? What DS?
I asked him a few years ago, of course, again. He says, "Oh, I gave it back to you." I'm like, "No, you fucking didn't.
I hate
DS
people
was
that
more
do that.
important to me than my family. You think I'd miss it?" Like, what?
Is that what you said to your own brother? This DS is more important to me than my family.
Wow.
It's his family too.
I hate my brother. No, I actually have 3 brothers. 2 of them are nice.
I see.
The other one's
Two of them are
sometimes
nice.
nice.
The other one's
Is
dick.
the other one the one that took your DS?
Yeah,
Or you chose to give it to him for a day?
I did,
Why-
but I
why
didn't
would you
think
give your
you'd
DS?
take it from me forever.
Was that the brother that you hated, or was it that DS incident that made you hate him?
Oh no, he was just always a dick.
Well, then don't give him your stuff.
Well, yeah, but that was at the time when we're still both dicks to each other, but we're like friendly dicks. We were always friendly dicks. Don't take that out of context.
Friendly dick.
But we still trusted each other, of course. But I never expect him to yoink it.
Yeah, but it's been 7 years since you lost.
No, it's been
the
over.
DS. I think
It's been over 7
yeah, it's
years.
been over 7 years. So I think that maybe you should move on.
No, that DS was I still have all the games for it. One day I will get a DS Lite.
I remember you
Why?
asking me
I
during
did
in the
ask.
summer.
I did ask you once.
Remember you asking me during the summer if I'm willing to sell mine.
I have a Game Boy SP Advanced.
I also have one, yo.
What
I have
color is yours?
It was
I have a
like
DS and a
it's just like
2DS.
dark bluish, I think.
Dark blue. Okay, that's decent. Mine is pearl blue,
Ooh,
the
pearl blue.
rarest color for the
I
Nintendo.
won't lie. That's in fact sexy as fuck.
Yeah, it took me years. I used to have a gray one, but I was maybe silver, but I was searching for pearl blue for years and years, and I finally found one. And it was a little outdated, but like pearl blue is so hard to find, I didn't care. But then I bought the newer pearl blue screen for it, so the pearl blue housing and an upgraded screen. So it's like the later model Game Boy SP Advanced. So it's a very, very rare kind of hybrid Game Boy.
Yeah, but you can only play Snake on that thing. Like,
I mean,
cares?
you're not wrong. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is, if any of the viewers want to buy it from me, I'm asking $3,000 via.
I
Bitcoin.
have a few buttons and a nickel. Some pocket lint.
That's close enough.
Some
Deal.
pocket one.
Close. Yeah.
Bro, speaking of looking for years for shit, I remember Skylanders, bro.
Were you like a
Bro.
rare Skylanders
Bro.
collector?
There is still
Okay,
there
we
is still
finally
one
got to a good
Skylander.
topic. It's been 50 minutes.
There is one Skylander in the original Spyro's Adventure that I do not have, and it still haunts me to this day.
It haunts you?
Ghost roast.
It haunts me.
Do you have all the rest in a collection?
I
He had to
have
move out
the
of his
rest.
house because
Not-
of Skylanders.
I have at least one of every single Spyro's Adventure
Multiples, you have
character,
multiples.
Okay, I'd be getting rid of that collection now.
except for Ghost Roaster, and I've been looking for it and wanting to buy it recently.
Oh, I have like 3 of
The
them.
weirdest thing
I
about
have him.
Skylanders?
What?
That's a Spyro game.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least the
Well,
first,
the
one
first
was.
one was, yeah.
Yeah, that was still pretty whack, wasn't it?
That is
who
that
gives
is
a
weird
shit
because
about Spyro.
who owns the
Honestly,
rights to
I had-
Spyro?
Oh, one sec.
When Spyro's Adventure first came out, I honestly had no idea Spyro was a different character. So I'm like, oh wow, first Skylanders game. I didn't even think, oh look, Spyro.
Yeah.
Really?
I was the same.
Yeah, no.
Same here, man. Same
Oh,
here.
no,
I had
same,
no
yeah,
idea
yeah.
he was.
What happened to your guys' childhood?
I only like figured out about Spyro like in the last couple of years.
So was it like its own
Pathetic.
separate game before
Yes.
Skylanders? And
Yeah, no,
Yes.
they
like,
reignited.
It was such an... oh my god, it's
Who
such a
owned-
long
Yeah,
series.
who
Me
owned
and
the
Kyle
rights
actually-
to Spyro then?
Okay. Kyle, we had
Is it like a-
Spyro for the Game Boy.
I was
We could
gonna
play
get Spyro.
Oh dang, we
It
did.
was like a platformer or something.
Yeah, wasn't it? Did
wasn't-
it start out
Like
as
an
like a-
adventure game.
It's kind
Yeah.
of like, yeah. I was gonna get the remastered version on my PC. Because that was pretty dope. But
Spyro? It was a PlayStation trilogy originally. So PlayStation owned Sony. It was a Sony exclusive game.
Yeah, I actually have one of the originals. I think it's Year of the Dragon on there. On
Oh,
my PS3.
dang.
I bought it.
Nice.
But you know what else
Impressive.
is you know what's more PG than
Oh, it's a
Spyro
platform game.
Remastered?
Insomniac.
What's more PG
Dark
than
Souls
Spyro?
Remastered?
I was gonna get that.
Oh yeah, the Dark Souls remastered tags.
Wait,
Those
okay,
are
okay,
hilarious.
Ethan, you're gonna get this one. They're all
it's alright.
mastered, but are any of them mixed? All right.
All right, that
Oh
joke landed.
no!
That's the
That-
podcast.
Oh no! The delay.
The delay of literally no one saying anything.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that concludes this episode of the PogCast.
Yeah. That's
That is a great way to end.
No, but do you get it?
I think you better explain it to him.
But do you get it? Everyone goes silent. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go
But do you
kill
get it?
myself. Oh,
Oh, what'd I miss?
You
Where
weren't
were
even
you?
here.
I took a piss. I have to say
Aw. Ansel would have laughed if he was here.
He
I
would've
guess you're
laughed.
just gonna
Thanks,
have to
Ansel.
listen to the podcast, Nancy.
Yeah.
No.
Not
Even the podcasters won't listen to the podcast.
Bro, it's gonna torture me going through this and editing it.
You know what's
It really
actually
is.
good? We've like hit the hour mark.
we have hit the hour mark. So I think
Wait, and you
I
said that
see
was
one
good?
more topic that we have not used, and it's on your channel, Ansel.
Oh.
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 So what is this topic?
All right, I have a channel.
Ansel's finding out about his own topics.
I actually don't know. New
Did
to
you
me.
get someone else to make them for you, or what?
He has an unpaid intern.
Hey, I need 2 topics by Monday.
Tell me.
Speaking of Monday, guys, today is Blue Monday, the saddest day of the year.
What the fuck
Is that
is
an actual
Blue
thing?
Monday?
It's a real thing, guys. Search it up. Today is Blue Monday. Once a year, today is the saddest day of the entire year.
Why is
Apparently.
Why'd you have to
Because we're
down
making
there?
the podcast.
That's so true.
Well, maybe they'll change
Yo,
the day
shit,
now.
you're
because
right.
No one can be sad after listening to this.
Oh
Blue
no,
Monday
they
is a
killed
name
it.
Except for
given.
everyone in the UK.
Blue Monday is the name given to a day in January said by the UK travel company Sky Travel to be the most depressing day of the year. The
Why?
concept was first published in 2005 press release from the company, which claimed to have calculated the date using an equation.
Using an equation.
An
Oh,
equation.
okay,
That's a
guys,
very
guys.
specific,
Wait, no,
specific answer.
it's
How'd you
using
calculate it
an
as today?
in
Guys, we need to
quotations
use
equation.
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean.
I
How
knew
did
we
you
would
come
have
up with today as the saddest day? We used an equation.
Pythagorean theorem.
An equation, you know.
Yeah,
I'd
we
assume
have
because
to-
it's
we have to
winter and it's
make it
close to
fun.
the longest cold day, or the longest days in summer. Winter's the shortest day. So
Yes,
why would
the
there
shortest
be
day is usually on my birthday, actually.
Mm-hmm.
no
we should
way?
have started
Guys,
with this.
guys.
Really would have hooked the audience.
Yeah, we should
Not
have
to
started with
flex or anything, but
congratulations
I
on
have
what day you're-
22 views
about
in the
the
last
days.
28 days.
That's
Crazy.
almost one viewer per day.
That's almost like Ethan and his 14 monthly Spotify listeners.
Dang.
No, 25.
25. Oh wow, you're moving up in the world, Ethan.
I'm popping
It's
off.
because of
And-
Connor's. It's
and
because of Connor's playlist.
I'm gonna act like I never met you guys when I'm saying this.
Bruh.
Good to know.
Good. Please.
Fuck you.
Please.
At least we'll share the memories of the PogCast.
Who the hell said that?
Oh,
What
boy.
you said that? Alright, what's it in Discord? I don't
I
know.
said it how it feels.
To chew 5 gum.
Fuck you.
Oh, no.
That was good. I really
That
like
was a
that
good
one.
That was a good one. Next
Thank you,
execution.
thank you.
Anyways,
Wait,
Find me at
Ansel,
specialist on youtube.com.
There's about like 80 different specialists on YouTube.com.
No, there isn't.
There's a lot of the
The
specialists on YouTube.com.
specialist. Oh wait, I'm still on my channel. 1 second, I have to go to YouTube.
Okay, well, while you do that, I think this is a good spot to wrap up the podcast.
I like how we
We've
still
gone
didn't
through all
get to
our
Ansel.
points, yes.
I like how we still didn't get to Ansel's point, but we just kind of skipped over that.
Yeah, fuck you, Ansel.
Ansel's clearly self-conscious about his last point, so I think it's time to end there.
I agree.
No, tell me, what was my last point? He said it was
Alright,
something
alright.
on my
So-
channel. What
so
is
to the
it?
topic
Okay, let me
forgetfulness.
tell you. Your last topic
Shut
was
up, Ethan.
okay,
Oh
so
my
your
gosh, did
last
anyone-
topic
I
was
feel like I'm the only one that heard that.
Everyone, shut up!
Shut up.
Shut up! Let me hear
So
this.
Ansel, your
Okay,
last
so
topic
Kyle.
was alright,
Oh,
time to mute you. Anyways, the last topic
Hey.
was, can you have a wet dream while in a coma?
I said that already
Yes.
a while
Yes.
ago.
Yes.
When did you say this? I don't remember
I
this.
said that
I-
a while ago.
I didn't
said-
hear him say that.
I said, does anyone? You guys said, does anyone else have a topic? And I yelled, can you have a wet dream in a coma? And you
Yeah, and the
guys
answer is yes.
moved on.
That and people always ask me, why do you always go into self-induced comas? And that's why. In fact, after this
Strangle yourself.
podcast, I'll be out for another week.
Don't worry, guys. Another 6 years, I will upload another.
Okay.
You upload another video.
I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Okay, anyway,
No, you're not.
that's gonna conclude this episode of the podcast. We will see you all.
I want
next
to thank you
time.
all for watching this glorious shit fest of absolute disgusting degeneracy and
Audio, so it's not really watching.
or have a good morning.
Point.
I don't even know what
fucking-
category we're gonna put this under.
We're gonna
It's-
put this on fucking awesome.
And that's
All right, cut it. Cut the video. Cut the video.
Alright, okay, well,
Okay.
see you next time.
Yeah, bye bye.